David Nelson, Chief Strategist at Belpointe Asset Management, is with us. And look, they got a line of credit that was to help them, but it looks like they will file for bankruptcy. We don't have any real confirmation that they're filing for bankruptcy yet, right?
I haven't seen an actual headline to that effect, but just look at the debt load. It's $7 billion in debt. $147 million market cap. I'm not sure how much there is to add here. This is a pretty old story, very, very difficult industry. And maybe the best thing for the industry, Nicole, is to let this one go. It'll make the industry a little bit more healthy. What's ironic here is, Frontier and Spirit were supposed to get together in 2022. And I think, if I remember correctly, JetBlue stepped over the top, blocked by the administration. And I think everybody's just walking away at this point.
And, there was some talk whether or not we could see Spirit Airlines try and hold on to the Trump administration and maybe make one of these deals happen, right, versus not. Is there any hope of that?
It's a possibility, but the question is, at this point, I'm not sure anybody wants it. Let it go into bankruptcy. The equity will be wiped out, and the airline industry will get access to those assets because a lot of that's going to be up for sale. Certainly the planes will, the routes will, and the leases will if it's under lease. So it's an opportunity for the airlines. And one added fact is you're looking at about, at last count, I think it's about 300 pilots that will be furloughed. And that could ease some of the burden for some of the other airlines that are being forced right now to pay very, very hefty bonuses. I know senior captains that have jumped ship to go from one airline to another, and in some cases, they're getting a couple of $100,000.
So at this point now, if we let this one go, we don't have discount airlines. The guest I was speaking with yesterday was talking about how Europe has discount airlines. There was also this deal where other countries' airlines could do domestic routes. We're not likely to have that happen here in the United States of America. So if folks want a no-frills airline, what are they to do? I mean, you still have airline fares quite costly. Demand is high, but capacity is low, so it's still pushing this price up.
I can only tell you anecdotally. I'm a commercial pilot. I fly a lot around the country. I fly to a lot of smaller fields. And there are dozens and dozens of smaller airlines and things like Wheels Up, et cetera. The airline industry is morphing into a different animal at this point. So I actually think, to purge out the weak, I think it's actually healthy for the industry. And we'll get through this. I don't see propping up an airline that's on its last legs. If I was, United Airlines or American Airlines, I'd let it go. I wouldn't step in.
You would not step in, just let it go.
I would not step in, just let it go.
Would you buy stock? Yeah, understood. Would you buy stock on any of the other airlines today? I mean, are they a good investment in your opinion now or for the long term?
I've been burned a lot as an investor in the airlines. So if I had to go to one, it would likely be Delta. Maybe not the best performer this year, but it's certainly one of the best run. They always seem to really, get through the worst of times and the best of times. It's a very difficult business because you're always, you can't control fuel prices. You can't control geopolitical events. And it's why they trade at such depressed multiples. So I think they're great trades. And they're, I don't know if I buy them up here because they have had quite a move. Maybe look for an event as an opportunity to get in.
Yeah, understood. I mean, do you like the other areas of travel better, whether it's hotels or cruise lines or gaming or, I don't know what else?
Probably the cruise lines, but some of the same issues apply there as well. You can't control these things, so you have to size your positions accordingly. There's a reason why Buffett got out of the airlines. He's been burned a lot of times. I've been burned a lot of times. Eventually, something happens, and you wish you didn't.
And then, there's also the other part of it, like Booking.com, Expedia. There are a lot of folks who really like some of those names. And when the guests come on, they often pick Booking as their favorite.
Booking has been a great name. I've been in and out of the name over the last number of years. I guess I'm a bit concerned right now with the advent of AI. I think it's going to really change the industry. A lot of traditional business models like a Booking, like an Expedia, are going to be challenged by upstarts and the ability for consumers to find other sources and ways to book themselves, maybe in a more efficient manner and maybe even save money.
Right, understood. So what's the final takeaway here? If we had a different administration, Spirit could have had its merger, maybe. Is the administration to blame for the demise of Spirit, or is it Spirit's problem?
It's Spirit's problem now, but this was a company that likely would have been saved, under a different administration. It's one thing from when you have two behemoths getting together, but when you have I didn't understand the blockage of JetBlue and Spirit. It made no sense. This company likely would have been saved then, but not even JetBlue can step in now, even under a new administration. I'd be surprised if they did.
And by the way, the shareholders, I think it's down 90%. I mean, do you get out now with $1.50 or something, $1.39?
If you've lost that much money in it, maybe you just let it ride out and see what happens. You never know. Maybe a white knight is around the corner. I'm not looking for one.